cheating with a chatbot, psychology clinics closing overnight, and a study linking smartphone use before the age of 13 with serious mental health impacts. Welcome to the Weekly Wrap, a therapist's take on what's happening this week in the news and what it stirs up for us. A short segment where I share a few things that you might have missed in the news about mental health and relationships. Here's what stood out this week. AI and affairs when people get attached to chatbots. Now, this isn't entirely new. It's been happening for a little while, but there seems to be a surge of conversation in Reddit threads and in the news and different podcasts talking about affairs with chatbots. I'm going to be doing an episode all about this next week, so keep your eyes and ears out for that because I think this is super fascinating. Some people are now cheating on their partner with AI chatbots. Yes. Really, this is happening. The emotional attachment to AI is not just about tech. It taps into loneliness, control, and unmet needs. I mean, how do you compete with someone who's designed to be perfect, give you unconditional positive regard, and never want or need anything from you? It's pretty impossible, isn't it? I know that people say things like, I want to feel heard. It's just easier this way, or the bot's non-judgemental, but it can be really damaging and corrosive and completely unreasonable not to expect people to have wants, needs, set boundaries, disappoint you, to have fights, to rupture, to repair. So it raises conversations and interesting questions around what is considered cheating. If someone is turning to AI instead of their partner, what are they actually avoiding? Is it safer or more disconnected? This is not just fringe behavior anymore. This is happening more often than you think, in more homes than you think, or in more back pockets with your phone than you realize. The way people are interacting with AI is reshaping intimacy, trust, and emotional connection. Ramsay Health Care psychology clinic closures. Now, this was big news. 17 out of 20 clinics in Australia are closing. That's thousands of people left without care. This includes children and high-risk patients, and it's happening within weeks. A lot of people won't easily be able to transfer to new clinicians and therapists, so there's going to be people left without care. Some will end up back on waitlists or with no support whatsoever, which is terrifying. I've seen this happen before, people falling through the cracks, services not being able to keep up, or cost is just too much to get the care that you need. So this is a really worrying thing. I don't know what we're going to do about it. I don't know where this leaves us, but it's really significant news happening in the mental health space this week. It's another reminder that our mental health system is failing us. It is failing people, and it's built on dodgy, shonky, wonky, terrible infrastructure, and we need to change this. We need to give people access to healthcare, and that includes mental health. Mental health is part of healthcare. And smartphones, dumb phones, what is working for teens? The ABC recently reported on a global study called Protecting the Developing Mind in a Digital Age, a Global Policy Imperative. And that was published a couple of weeks ago. And it shows that getting a smartphone before the age of 13 is linked to worse mental health outcomes, including suicidal thoughts, aggression, and dissociation. And when interviewed, young Australians say that it makes sense. They feel this pull between knowing that they feel tired, cranky, they're comparing themselves to others. There are all these negative things happening. They're constantly connected. They're feeling distracted, and they don't want to be disconnected. They don't want to be left out of things. They want to be able to be responsive to their friends. It's how they connect. It's how they socialize. It's how they entertain themselves. So there's a really kind of pull, push, tug of war happening here. In family therapy, I hear these conflicts a lot, parents arguing about tech and devices, and we need a bigger systemic structure, a support around this. Last week, I mentioned a documentary that is on Compass. Feel free to check that out. And if you're wanting something a little more lighthearted, I've been watching episodes of the documentary, The Teenage Boss, and it is fantastic seeing what teenagers do when they are in charge of the family budget. So if you want something lighthearted and entertaining, go check that one out. That's all for the Weekly Wrap. Thanks for listening, and if something got you thinking or talking, you want to dig deeper, let me know. I'd love to hear what stories matter to you, and if you've got a story that I haven't covered, feel free to get in touch.